and I'm the Cupcake Stitcher, and I want to welcome you back to my 21st cross stitch Flosstube video. As you can see today, I have a special guest. This is Roxy. This is my mom's dog. She's on vacation, so I am dog sitting. I don't think she will hang out here too long. She does like to sit on people, so she might. You'll probably hear in the background because she'll go find something to bark out the window at. But today is Wednesday, February 19th, 2020, and we are going to do a short little update video today. So I don't have very many projects. I don't have a lot of purchases. I have mainly stitchy goodness, some gifts and some projects to talk about. So life updates, not much is going on. She's just literally gonna lay down with her head on the table. Whoa. There you go, Rox. All right, there you go. Life updates. Obviously, I'm watching the dog. Work's been pretty good. We've been a little bit slower. This is like the first time ever in 5 years that I've worked there that we actually slowed down after the new year. Normally we do because insurance people don't want to pay their deductibles, so they don't want to come to therapy anymore. But we actually are slowing down, which is nice. I can leave actually on time every day, sometimes early. It's great. So, work's been good. That's really about it. I will talk about Crockpot Saturday that we had this past weekend, kind of as I get to stuff. But yeah, been pretty good February so far. So we are going to jump into whips and somewhat new starts. I've talked about this in my last two videos. I'm doing, do you want down? Or do you want to stay up here? Oh, she wants to stay up here. I'm just going to see the very tip top of her head. Get your legs up there. What are you doing, girl? It's just going to be a video of me talking to the dog today. Because if I try and put her down, she's probably going to just try and get right back up. All right. Don't know how I'm going to do this with the dog. All right. You're just going to go up on the table. It's going to freak her out. There you go. All right. You're just going to stay right there. You guys are like, I didn't come to see the dog today. Well, here we go. We're going to put you down, okay? Whoa. I'm gonna go back and watch that and be like, these people are gonna think I am abusive to the dog and crazy, but such is the way of pet sitting. So, back to cross stitch. As I think I was starting to say, we are doing Whip It Good 2020, a small group of us where we focus mainly on whips. We're allowed to have a few starts throughout the year. And the only other way that we can have new starts is if we're working on a series. We can start something new in the series if one thing in the series is already started. So I, right before the new year, started the Scary Apothecary series. And I think I showed you last time Bat Balm, which was either really close to being done. I don't remember where I was at. I'm not going to go back and look at it either. But this is Bat Balm. It's still not 100% finished just because I still haven't purchased the Krynic that goes up in the bats and then a few random other places. But there's literally just one color missing. It's a Krynic. This is like 95% of the way done. So I decided to take something easy to stitch on. My other two projects that I've worked on this month, I needed my computer and I didn't want to take my computer down to a Crockpot dinner. So I picked this up and grabbed the next one in the series, which is Bitter Brew. So this one's cute. And this is where I'm at. So I did a lot of this is Zach Black. I think they're Classic Color Works. Yes, they are. Classic Color Works. Zach Black, which is kind of the darkest color in the series. I got all that done sitting there at Pam and Steph's house. So I feel pretty good about my progress so far on that one. This is stitched on 32 count vintage Stormy Night Lugana. I got the Lugana instead of the linen. So I actually got this at Keepsakes. Steph was putting it away. Someone else had just got a piece out of it, and I was like, you don't have to put that away, I'll just buy the rest of it. And that was the story of my life. So this is number 2 in the series. If I could get one of these done a month, that would be pretty good. Put me on track to finish the series before October. And then it would take me 12 years to probably finish them all because I'm the slowest finisher ever. But yeah, really enjoying this series. They're quick stitches. I don't know, I am going on a trip at the end of the month. This might be, I'm leaning towards taking this project just because it is easy to stitch. It's something a little bit smaller that I can easily take on the plane and do in the hotel when we get back to our room. So there is whip number 1. The second whip, I think I've worked on this since I've shown you. Again, I'm not gonna go back and watch my video because I'm lazy. This is my Mucha Rapunzel. This is a finish goal for the year. And I still have a lot to do. But she is coming along nicely. And I have, ooh, I don't normally do it when it's this bright outside. There we go. There we go. So I've been working on this side of her dress. This is as far out as it goes on the side of her dress, and then it kind of tapers in towards here. So it was my goal to get this section done by the end of the month, but I've been focusing on another piece, so that may not happen. And again, I'm okay with that. I'm just trying to work on whips and seeing what will happen, putting priority focus on certain pieces. Let's put our angle. There we go. So, got a long way to go. She's huge, but I really like this piece. So, and then the piece that I've been working on pretty exclusively for the last week or two is a birth sampler that I'm doing for my niece, Ellie. So I've posted some pictures on Instagram of this one. This is an Etsy pattern. I think it's Vlada X Stitch, VLADA Stitch. I really, really love these roses. I think they're beautiful. This outline here was supposed to be 310 black. I changed it, of course, to a petite treasure braid. And I was literally on my last strand of treasure braid, but I did manage to get all the way around the border. I believe it's PB02. So it's a really light gold, not super yellowy. Almost has a hint of silver to it. I love this color, which is probably why it is gone off my floss card. This is not the called for alphabet, or she gives you, I think, 3 or 4. I just really wasn't loving any of them. So if you remember back in like early January, I posted a video of the Disney Castle pattern that I did, and I had stitched the name Willow Jean, which was my best friend's little girl, underneath the castle, and it was an alphabet pattern that I bought off of Etsy. I'm using the same font, but I'm doing it over 1 because I'm crazy. So it'll say Ellie Scarlett Matthews, which is my niece's name, and then have her date of birth down here somewhere. I haven't charted out the birth date, but I think the numbers are going to be the easiest part, to be honest. So I put in a lot of hours on this one lately, but really, really loving how it turns out. I really like over 1 on 32 count because I'm glutton for punishment. But yeah, so I'm trying to get this done by this weekend because her baptism is on Sunday. So I need to finish stitching and then get it framed, which I'll frame it myself. I'll go get something that works, and that's my Saturday plan, is to I have to do some other shopping. So I'll take this along with me. I have a friend that I think she and I are going to go shopping together. We have another coworker that's having kind of an unplanned surgery. So I am the head of the event committee. And so I am in charge of gift baskets and stuff like that. I can delegate duties, but I don't mind doing it. So I'm collecting money, and then one of my coworkers and I, we were going to go, I think, together. We had a lot of fun shopping last time that we did it. So I'll just take this and be like, help me pick out a frame. So I want like a whole sampler made out of these flowers. They're so pretty. I love the detail on them. Love, love, love them. Okay. So those are all my whips for February so far. We still got another 2 weeks, week and a half. But yeah, we'll see how much I can get done. So as of right now, I only have one purchase. I do have some other things on the way in the future. They'll probably show up later this week. But as of right now, the only thing I have is my fabric of the month from Under the Sea Fabrics. And I get a fat quarter. Yes, I get a fat quarter of 32 count Lugana. And January's color was called Kelpie, and it is gorgeous. Sorry, the window's really washing stuff out today. That's pretty true to color over here. Super, super cute. So that will go in the stash because I'm not really starting much this year. Told you, you'd probably hear her talk. Hey, making a video over here. Shh. She doesn't care. And then the start of my stitchy goodness here. I got a Valentine's card in the mail from Jen Upton. So thank you so much, Jen. Love that. I love getting things in the mail, especially when you're not expecting it. I really need to start doing that because it is a nice little surprise. And then the rest of this is kind of from this past weekend. So we had crockpot dinner on Saturday this time instead of Friday, because Friday was Valentine's Day, and obviously there are several ladies in the group that are married and wanted to spend it with their sweethearts. And so we planned on Saturday, which honestly works out better for me because it's much easier for me to go down on a Saturday than it is to take a half day off and go down Friday evening. So I live about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from Cincinnati, Mason area, where we have our crockpot dinners. And so I had contacted Katie, one of our crockpot crew. Hi, Katie. Hi, Andy. To see if she would teach me how to make project bags. I think I've talked about that in the past, that I've wanted to do that. And so she said, sure, come on down and we can make some. So I got down there probably right around noon, and I had brought some fabric and we went to town. So I have some bags to show, and then I'll show all the bags at the end because they're like, I'm super proud of them. Even though Katie did most of the sewing, I had a hand in helping to make them. So we made bags for a couple hours, and then it was about 4:30. We were like, oh, let's go over to Pam and Steph's. Sharon and Tony were already there. Food was smelling amazing already. Pam and Steph were obviously there because they live there. And then the rest of the crew kind of showed up within the next half hour or so, and it was a great time. So we all just sat around and stitched and talked, and then we sat down to dinner. And then again, we sat down and stitched and talked, and then slowly people kind of started to leave. Katie and I were the last two to leave. I ended up staying with her this time. Normally I sleep on Pam and Steph's couch, but we were finishing up project bags. So we went back, we got back probably about midnight and cranked out 2 more bags before we went to bed. So it was a great weekend. And of course the Crockpot crew is extremely gracious and generous. So Tony brought us all some little goodies. So she had little bags for us. There's some candy in them, which, you know, you see it's candy. And then she got us these little notepads. So my first one says, think happy thoughts. Super cute, 2 little puppy dogs. I like that one. And then I love this one because it literally just describes my life perfectly. It says, just do it sometime. And then it has a little sloth. So this is going up in my fridge this afternoon. So thank you so much, Tony. And then Delisha of Kentucky Sass actually had a gift just for me. And I don't know where she found this, but it is pretty cool. I'm gonna take the stickers off here because, you know, I don't know if that's what she spent, but I'm just weird about that. Is anyone else weird about that? I am. So she found a frame for me, and then with the frame came a pattern. And so the pattern is called I Love Chocolate, and it's a Honeybee Creations, and the frame is from Poppy Creations. So this is actually a picture of the finished piece here. So it says I love chocolate, candy, soda, pie, cakes, cookies, kiss, truffles. And then there's a little cupcake border on the bottom there. Super cute. And then it came with the frame. So the cherry has fallen off, so I'll have to glue that back on. Isn't that cute? And this is like super textury. I have no idea what they made it out of, but that's really cool. Thank you so much, Delisha. And the pattern did come with a lot of the little pieces too. So there's a little cupcake, a little Hershey Kiss, chocolate, most of the things that were on the piece itself that you tack on there. So that was from Delisha. Thank you so much. And so then, as we were working, Katie gave me a pack of these little clips. She said these will be invaluable to you if you do try to make your own bags at home, just to kind of hold things in place. And I found out that they work pretty invaluable. So she gave me a set of those. And then we were also talking, you guys, I think all know at this point that I really like sparkly things. I like opalescent fabrics, I like metallics, I like beads, anything that gives a little bit of shimmer. So she's been stitching on a 40 count opalescent, and I do not think she likes it. So she gave it to me. It is an Under the Sea Fabrics, and it's 40 count tiramisu, which I love this color. She got it from Keepsakes. It's probably not even going to show the opalescent today. Just a little bit right there. But it is a very sparkly piece of fabric. She said it's not her preferred fabric to stitch on. So she has one project. She's going to, I think, finish it. But then she just was like, you can have the rest because I don't want it. So let's talk about project bags. So I have wanted to learn how to make project bags. I have my own sewing machine that I bought last year at some point. I've only made like a small little pillow, like cross stitch small with it, and that's it. And so Katie walked me through basically the steps of how to do that. And we made a total of 5 bags. So the first bag, yeah, this is the first one that we made. She kind of walked me through step by step, and then after that we kind of batched the bag. So like I was cutting all of the fabric while she was ironing all of the pieces, and then while I was ironing something else, she was starting to sew. So like we were just working kind of as a team, and we cranked out 5 bags in a day. So, and they were all for me. So I feel really bad because I went there and Katie put in all this time and effort, and I got to take all the bags home. So this is the first one that we made. I love this. Both of these came from Joann's. I have no idea. Fabrics probably have names. I don't know what they are. I don't know. It was just a Joann's fabric. So the inside fabric is sparkly. Shocker. Most of the bags have some kind of sparkle. Not all of them. You can kind of see it there. So it's got gold threads running through it. And then the back of it is sewing machine, scissors, thread, buttons, all the little notions. So I love this one. I need to cut a little thread there, but yeah, so cool. I don't remember what order we made these in, but this is the next one. So this is fabric that I bought when we were down in Tennessee. We went to a little quilt shop and I picked up a coordinated fat quarter stack. I don't know why, because I, again, don't really sew, but I was like, it'll make perfect project bags, and it did. So it was a blue coordinated set because hashtag I love blue. And so I picked out this polka dot here with this viney berry motif. That then carries on through the back. So beautiful. This is actually one that was Katie fabric. So I wanted a project for my Gossamer lace. I showed that last time. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch my last video. It is a long one, just over an hour. So, I mean, not horrible, but also not short like this one's going to be. And it's pink and blue. So I wanted kind of a pink and blue bag. And so we picked out this. Katie is not a huge pink fan, as I am not a huge pink fan, and I couldn't really find a pink fabric that I loved. But Katie pulled this one out, and I do really like this, but it's a batik. And then we just pulled out a bunch of different other batiks and tried to match it. And this is the fabric that we thought worked best with it. I think this is a really fun project bag, especially with the pink zipper. So that was bag number 3. Bag number 4. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I think I've talked about doing the Harry Potter sale the last few years. I did School of Magical Stitches last year. And so when I was doing the Harry Potter Instagram exchange last year, when I went to finish my projects, I again went to Joann's, and they have licensed fabric lines. And one of the lines is Harry Potter, and they had just come out with some new fabric. I've gone back, and since then I've only seen one of the 2 fabrics that I'm going to show you here. The black one, potion one, that I haven't seen it again. So, but I picked them up and was like, I'm going to make a project bag of this sometime in the future. And so I took it, and Katie and I did it. And I probably like it because it's blue. So inside we have the Deathly Hallows symbol. We have the Invisibility Cloak, the Resurrection Stone, and the Elder Wand. And then on the back, we have Potions class. And so it's got like Polyjuice Potion, Felix Felicis, I don't know how to say it, Amortentia, which is the love potion. And it is a metallic printed fabric. I freaking love this combo. It's like really glary, but yeah. And then the last bag, this is probably my favorite of the ones that we made. I don't know why, but it's just a little different. So my birthday is in January, so my birthstone is a garnet. And as I was at Joann's, I was walking through, I saw this fabric, and I was like, that reminds me of garnet. I love it. I'm buying it. And so then I had to find fabric that went with it. So this is the project bag here. And you're like, that's really not that exciting. But on the back it is. I love the large print of this. I love it. And then of course in the gold, they do have some glitter on the fabric because duh. And then the inside fabric is a metallic gold polka dot. I don't know if I open it if you can see it any better. Probably. Oh yeah, way better. Yeah, so they're little diamonds, metallic. I love them. I love this bag so much. So those are the 5 bags I made with Katie, that Katie basically made. And yeah, I had a great weekend. So plans include cranking this out. I want to get at least her middle name done today, if not most of the last name, just because I work Thursday and Friday, so I would only have stitching time in the evening, and I need to get this framed Saturday for her baptism on Sunday. And then once I finish that, I want to go back and see how much of Rapunzel I can get done. I haven't really like thought it out, like certain guidelines throughout the year of like where I want to get to be able to finish this. But for the most part, I have a vast majority of the heavy stitching done. It's more than halfway down the page. So I think my March goal was going to be to backstitch the bottom half of the dress, which is, there's a lot of backstitch. So it would be not necessarily an easy task. So it might just change to finishing this and then starting the backstitch and then maybe having the backstitch done in April. But yeah, so those are my plans. Like I said, I am going on vacation at the end of the month. I'm going to New York City with some friends. We're just going for a weekend. It's gonna be great. We're gonna go see 2 Broadway shows. These are not stitchy friends, so I would not be able to make them tag along to any kind of cross-stitch related shop. But that's all right. I'll just take a project and that'll be my cross-stitch. That'll hold me over, but that's all right. Yep, cool. So I'm just rambling now at this point. So I'm going to sign off and go back to stitching and probably take 3 days to get this video uploaded. If you ever notice, I always say a date and then it's normally like a week later that I get it posted, and it's, for some reason, the video editing program I use takes forever to export. So hopefully with a shorter video, I mean, this is going to be just about 30 minutes. It'll upload a little bit faster, but I can't make any guarantees, and I can't guarantee when this will be posted, but it'll be within the next week. So please leave any questions, comments below. I always enjoy getting to answer those. And then I will see you guys in hopefully another 2 to 3 weeks with another stitchy update. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.